Whenever we use our phones while connected to the internet, when we chat with friends, look for information, take photos, or look at the maps where to go, we produce enormous amounts of data that corporations collect. Even those of us who don't have internet connection, like almost half of the world population, are also producing data just by living in cities full of sensors and cameras installed in the name of public security, using public transportation cards and using our fingerprints to access the buildings in which we work. We often hear them say that the data is going to the cloud, but what they call cloud is actually a very well territorialized infrastructure. It takes a lot of servers to store and process all the data. They are located in extensive areas, usually in the United States or in Europe, use a lot of electricity and have owners. Google, Facebook, Amazon, Microsoft and Apple, for example, own 80% of all data. All that is virtual has a material base. The messages we send, the sites we access, and the photos we post online go through servers, routers, submarine cables, which have owners. And they usually make a pit stop in the United States. Digital capitalism still relies on exploitation and predatory extractivism. For instance, in the race for Coltan, an electroconductor found in many digital devices, the Democratic Republic of the Congo became a war zone. An armed conflict erupted, increasing the violence against women in the territories where they extract the mineral. Bolivia, a country with vast mineral reserves of lithium, essential to phone and car batteries, suffered a state coup. We see in these cases that economics and politics can't be separated. Apple phones are produced in an insane and unsustainable work rate at the Foxconn factories in China. And in order for the supposedly artificial intelligence to work, there are millions of people who do micro-digital work, transcripts, translations, content management, image identification, algorithm monitoring, among many others, all of them made under conditions of precariousness around the world. There's also the precarious work mediated by platform companies like delivery and care services. The agribusiness corporations are also on the same page. They use drones and sensors on their farms to harvest data on climate, soil properties, and even techniques used by the workers, broadening their power and control. Our bodies, relations, and interactions as a society also form the materiality of the virtual. The data does not exist in a vacuum. They are products of our lives, of our common. We call it opacity, when the owners of these corporations prevent people from knowing how the coding and algorithms work. These technologies are programmed by actual people and are producers of the racism and sexism that are the building blocks of capitalism. Technology is a human production and it's in dispute. We the women, we the anti-capitalist social movements are in this dispute, building knowledges, struggles and alternatives by producing counter-hegemonic communication, by choosing free technologies produced by activist groups and collectives, and by doing everyday collective struggle in the streets, networks and in the field, fighting for society free from vigilance and people and nature exploitation.